it's your time to shine with all things fabulous with First for Women on Afternoon Express. For insurance with a host of fabulous benefits, call 0861 11 18 44 or SMS FIRST to 49267.
Good afternoon, South Africa, and a very warm welcome to you. I am Jeannie Dean.
Yes, welcome. We're midway through the week. I hope you've had a good one. I'm Bonnie Booley. Thank you so much for joining us. Today we're chatting one of my favorite topics, family.
Aww. You've become my family.
No, jeez. I really have, though.
Yeah, you absolutely have. But one brand new family in particular, we have, you know, one of South Africa's hottest couples in our loft today. They are the fantastically talented, I mean, he's just amazing. We've got Emo Adams, and he's gorgeous, tall, dark, and Afrikaans, baby. And she is Michelle Adams.
No, she is absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, my God.
I know.
She's basically just had a baby.
A month ago.
Yeah. And she walked in here looking like
She's a freak of nature, basically. You'll see how she looks in a little bit. But, you know, with the recent sprout of pet drownings, we chat a little bit later about the importance of teaching your furry animals how to swim, because it's actually quite scary.
It is terrible.
Yeah.
That is why we don't let our furry animal out of the kitchen. There's Danilo.
Yes, South Africa, welcome to Afternoon Express. I'm very excited today. Obviously, Claire is with me in the kitchen again today. And you were speaking about, obviously, the woman who's walked in here. Michelle looks absolutely incredible after her childbirth. We're going to feed her a couple of your cakes that we're going to be making on the show today. And hopefully that will fatten her up a little bit so we can all feel less guilty.
Well, luckily they're small, so a couple's not going to do too much damage.
What are we making, Claire?
So we're making spiced Mandarin cakes. Delicious, zesty winter cakes, perfect for a little treat.
Absolutely amazing. Don't forget, afternoonexpress.co.za. The shopping list as well as the recipe is available for you guys over there. Otherwise, give us a call on the show today and chat to our guests live on air. We love to hear from you guys. 0839133728. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Go and comment on our pages, tweet us, use the hashtag Afternoon Express. But if you are looking for us on Twitter, find us at Afternoon Chat. Right now, though, we move over to the couch.
Thanks, Danilo. Now, he's been a staple in the South African entertainment industry for 15 years, from being cast in the iconic stage play District 6, the musical, at the tender age of 9 years old, to forming a successful boy band called Jag, along with his brother. Now, she is a model and businesswoman with more than 50 pageant titles to her name. Together, they form one of South Africa's best-loved couples. Joining us today is Emo Adams and Michelle Adams. Welcome.
Thank you.
What an introduction. That is, how do you top that?
I don't know if Bonnie and I could actually gush any more that we possibly did about how incredible you are looking.
Thank you.
I might have to get you to do a parade here.
Please don't. Please don't.
We're going to be chatting family today, but first, how long have the two of you been dating for, and how did Emo pop the question?
We've been together 8 years. I'm so bad with this. How long have we been together? 9 years.
8 years and
8 years?
But who's counting?
Yeah, he's counting. It's forever.
I'm guessing he's the romantic one in the relationship.
Absolutely.
Okay, so then how did Emo propose?
We were on family vacation. I really had no idea. After 8 years of waiting, you just kind of give up. So you just kind of you're like, whatever. We kind of married in any case. And then we went on holiday with my mom and my dad and my sister, and we went for a game drive and a sunset picnic, and then he popped the question in front of my family.
In front of the family? Now that takes a lot of pressure.
It does, but I mean, I was waiting for the perfect time, and I've been carrying that ring with me for a while, always trying to find the right moment and stuff, and it was the first time that the family was actually together, because our lives and our schedules are so busy that we're never really together. And then when I saw that sunset and I saw the mountains and the scenery, I was like, it's about to go down. That's what I knew. It's like...
Perfect.
Yeah.
And when you said that you had been carrying the ring around with you for a while, I mean, I've got a friend who's been with her boyfriend for 12 years. He carried the ring around for 8 years.
No, that is... that is cray-cray.
How long did you have the ring for?
I had it for a bit. I had it a few months, so I kind of knew that was the direction that I wanted to do.
I like that she turns to you. How long did you have the ring?
Yeah.
How long did I wait?
7.
Okay, and now there's an amazing addition to your family that you called your miracle child. Why is that?
I suffered from anorexia as a teenager, so they told me at 16, listen, Michelle, there's just no chances that you'll ever be able to have a baby. And you kind of just give up when you're opening up your mind to other options. And one of those things where I know when I met my life partner, I needed somebody that would want to adopt. And when you put that in your mind and that's what you're going to do. And then I found out I was pregnant and I'm like, it's impossible. Yeah. And we only found out I was pregnant, I was like 12 weeks pregnant already. Wow. I was 3 months into it and then I was like, I'm really going to have a baby. And now we have this perfect little person. He is the cutest little thing.
I think that's quite an intense thing for a doctor to say is, look, by the way, you're never going to have a baby, because then I assume you have a romantic relationship and in the back of your mind you're like, oh, well, I have to be safe, but I don't need to really protect myself that much because... But
also informing that person that if you wanted a family of your own, with your own bloodline, it might not happen. Okay. That is, it's quite a hectic thing to say to somebody.
Exactly.
Because I can't breed children. So.
Wow.
And then I did.
And for being a man, how did you feel, I suppose, when getting that information? Because as a young family, I think you always have in the back of your mind that it's most ideal to have your own offspring.
Well, we have a very good relationship, so we were talking about it from the get-go and stuff, but I do think that kind of... there's a certain kind of tenseness that does seep into a relationship, and you're like, oh, it actually does bother me. I thought I would get around it, but it's somehow, so we were talking about adoption and all of that stuff, but somehow you're like, oh, I'm never going to have my own child. So when she said it, I was like, it's impossible. Like, how? So I was over the moon, and I was just like, okay, so we're going to buy a crib, right? And we're going to buy a pram, and it must have mags. It must be able to drop in case he walks and stuff. So I was like, the moment she said, I'm pregnant, I was like, over the moon, 150%. Okay, what do we need? What do we need to do? So yes, it did affect me, but afterwards, because we have such a good open relationship, we were like talking about it all the time, and we were on the same page at all times.
Okay, and then when you were told that you were going to have a baby, immediately it's... Our life as we know it isn't going to be the same. We're never going to sleep at night. We just,
For me, I didn't have that at all. I embraced it. I think, once again, it's a miracle, baby. It's a blessing. So I took it as a blessing. I took that warmth and that love. And it was amazing because the moment we shared it to our friends, our family and our fans on Facebook, everybody was like, wow, amazing. Can't wait to see what the little one looks like. The support has been phenomenal. It's just been... absolutely amazing.
Okay, that's so incredible. How have you been able to balance working and parenting at the same time?
Sure.
A person thinks you can't. You think you can't do it, and then you just do it.
Exactly.
And you rely on family, and my mom has been great, obviously, because grandparents are like awesome. They will be there anytime to do anything.
Exactly.
You don't even have to ask them to do it. It's just a mention that you might not be in town, and they go, I'll take care of the kid, So a person just manages. And it's actually amazing when you rely on the people that are close to you, and when we have a very good structure at home, so we've set it up with like who will work and who's going to work today, and
I applaud single moms. Like, I know we're going to Women's Month now, and I need to bring it to light, but it's just how do they do it? Because we speak at home, they're like, okay, you take that shift, I'll take this shift. So there's like a good partnership and stuff, but a single mommy, how does she do it? And I applaud.
We were informed a little bit how you did do it, so I've got to give you... Thank you, Danilo.
We understood coffee was the only way.
We were told that basically 20 cups of coffee a day was basically your staple.
Too well. Thank you very much.
So we thought this is probably, what's the time now? 4:15, 10:04.
Coffee hour.
So this is probably number 13 of the day, right?
This is number 18.
Oh, I better go prepare the rest of it. All right.
Don't worry, we're going to keep them coming just so that you can stay awake throughout our show.
Thank you so much.
We're going to be chatting a little bit more, but thank you so much for telling me about your miracle child. What an absolute blessing. And I can't imagine better parents for this beautiful miracle to be born to.
Oh, thank you.
We're going to be chatting a little bit later. Now, Emo and Michelle will be with us until the end of the show, so remember to call us on 083 913 3728 if you have any questions. And just a reminder to go out and get your 50 Rand off SA's #1 foundation just by purchasing Revlon Colour Stay Foundation now at any leading retail and pharmacy stores nationwide. All you need to do is take a selfie with the product, and you and your +1, your bestie or your lover, could win a 24-hour experience in Bonang's life, hanging here on set, enjoying the city life by dining at one of her favorite restaurants, staying at her favorite hotel, and turning love on. Whether you are in love or looking for love, just take a pic of you and your Revlon Colorstay foundation and tweet @AfternoonChat using the official hashtags Foundation Fridays and hashtag #LoveIsOn, and post it on our Facebook page, Afternoon Express. Don't forget the hashtags Foundation Fridays and hashtag #LoveIsOn. So get tweeting now, just like these viewers have, and this amazing prize valued at 25,000 Rand includes an all-expenses paid trip to Cape Town for 2, dinner at an A-list restaurant, plus a 10,000 Rand shopping spree. Now that's a prize you definitely don't want to miss out on. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express, South Africa. So we've got Claire Winstanley with us in the kitchen today. We're making a very, very cool Mandarin cake. Now, don't forget our website, afternoonexpress.co.za, is a world on its own. If you're ever hosting a dinner party or you have some friends coming over and you want some amazing ideas, that place is always the awesome place to go, because recipes like the ones we're making today are there. So which is, I actually love it, because the other day I had a whole bunch of friends that came over. I'm like stuttering here, but a whole bunch of friends that came over.
I'm so excited about the
It's
recipes.
because it's Claire. All the time. But when I have friends that come over and want to make a cool dish, there's some really cool recipes that are there. And the nice thing about the website is that there's main courses, desserts, starters, everything you need. And today you're making something that's nice and small, nibbly, and it's got all those flavors for
A
winter.
little sweet treat. On the show, we like to vary things up a bit, give a bit of a variety of things that you can choose and make and bake and roast.
Because I've never heard of a small little cake, first of all, and I'm not a big cake fan, and you've made it sound so cool.
It's a mini bun, so bun refers to the shape of the cake, and I just decided to make it a mini. You don't have to make it a mini, you can make it a normal cake tin, whatever you have available, but you know, for something different.
Amazing. So show us what we can do.
Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the mandarins.
Okay.
So what we've done over here is that we've just effectively poached them. So in a poaching liquid, which is sugar, water, cinnamon, star anise, and ginger. Let that slowly poach. The reason we're doing that is because we want to soften those skins. Because what we're going to do is puree the entire thing, all in its
Mixture and
beautifulness.
liquids and stuff.
Yeah, so poach it, soften that skin, just really sort of bring out all those flavors. It actually gets really sweet and I don't know, strangely more orangey. I don't know if that's possible or that's not a technical term, but
It's
yes.
almost like the liquid that you've got there. So you should almost pour into a teacup after it's really boiled, then you can drink that as a whole tea.
And actually, that's a good point. That poaching liquid, don't waste it. Use it. Use it as like a syrup in like a mocktail or something. It'll be delicious. Okay.
Amazing. So let's get started.
First things first, we're going to cream our butter and our sugar. You're going to take control of that.
Cream your butter and sugar. I'm assuming it's a technical term for make it
Cream
softer.
the butter and sugar. So what the point of that is to start slow. Otherwise, the butter does tend to go anywhere. Don't be scared. Go for it.
Okay, so I'm going to fly out of the bowl.
I'll just stand away.
I have this tendency to make things fly out of the bowl.
Okay, so creaming it refers to you're bringing the butter and the sugar together until it's light and pale. You're incorporating air, and that's really important when it comes to a cake mixture. So, you know, in a perfect world, we'd like to go for about 5 or 10 minutes. That's sort of my go-to when it comes to creaming. Take your time creaming. But you keep going there for as long as you can. I'm just going to mix the dry ingredients here. So we've got flour. This is half the recipe of what you're going to actually see on the website. Just doing a small amount for today. Some ground almonds. Ground almonds are fantastic for flavor and texture in this recipe. Delicious. So it adds a little bit of nuttiness, which is great.
I like almonds too. Obviously, they're one of the healthiest nuts that you can use, so why not?
A little bit of cinnamon. Here comes our spiciness. That's going to sort of complement our glaze, which comes later. Then our baking powder. The reason we're adding these all together now is simply because you want all the dry ingredients to be mixed up together in a uniform way, so that when you come to putting it into your mixture, you don't have to overbeat the cake mixture. Because
so should we take a very quick moment just to kind of incorporate it all at once, as opposed to doing bit by bit and you end up overbeating the
That's the
eggs
thing. A lot of the time you overmix your cake batter, and you end up with an undesirable texture.
That's the one thing that I really like least about baking, is that it's such a particular art, but at the same time can be made very, very simple if you know the basics. So
my ultimate tip to baking is follow the recipe.
Yes, always.
Follow the recipe. You know, you always want to go, oh, I don't have this, I'll just add that. Or why don't we try a little bit of this instead of that?
No.
I
Trust
mean,
me, I've tried it.
Don't be scared of recipes. Experiment.
Yeah.
But try and stick to the basics as much as possible.
Okay.
Okay, so now you're going to turn that off just so that we don't end up with egg all over us. And then add about 1 egg at a time.
Okay.
You want to do that so it slowly incorporates and that you don't end up with sort of a curdled mix. If it curdles, also don't be scared, it'll be fine.
This is almost like, looks like it's curdling, kind of, but it's starting
And
to
you're just going to
incorporate
scrape down the
nicely.
edges.
Yeah, do you want to do that for me?
Yeah, scrape that down with your spatula,
Thank you.
just so that all mixes up.
Nicely.
And then in goes another one. And then in goes the last one. There we go.
Okay. And then comes our dry ingredients.
Dry ingredients, indeed. So you're just going to mix it up nicely, then we're going to scrape down again. Always scrape between the additions of the egg.
Okay, cool, so let's do that.
Scrape it. Just give that a good, so you just, you know, the stuff all gets stuck up on the sides, the mixture, and on the
This little
petals.
spatula thing that you've got is actually got a cool name. It's called a...
Spatula?
No, it's not actually. It's called something. I'll remember for next week, and I'll promise I'll post it online.
I'm even interested. I don't know.
It's called like a bastion or something. I can't even remember. It's called a weird name. Anyway,
Okay,
beside the
I'm
point.
incredibly intrigued. Okay, so I'm just going to stretch over here. Now we're going to add our Mandarin
Mandarins.
puree. You can see how lovely and thick and gloopy that is.
mash.
So probably about half-half. Let's just add half the wet there and then half the dry. So you want to
half
add
the
it on a
dry.
slow speed because otherwise it's going to end up all over the place. Okay, go for that.
So I'm going to get mixing these two together, and once that's done, we'll obviously add the rest of your dry ingredients into it. Slowly start incorporating it. We're going to put it into our mold, and how long does it go into the oven for?
Into the oven, 180 degrees, depending on whether you're doing a big cake or a small cake. Probably about 15 to 20 minutes for the small guys, more for the big cake tin.
Okay, so I'm just going to continue doing this while we go and continue our conversation with the ladies on the couch.
Now, we've spoken to them about their relationship, but we're back on the couch with Emo and Michelle to chat a bit about their relationship and their careers. And remember, if you have any questions, give us a call on 083 913 3728, and you can chat to Emo and Michelle yourselves. Welcome back, guys.
Thank you.
Now, you have honestly done about 50 pageants. And you now have like a finishing school, I suppose, teaching modelling and etiquette to young girls.
I went to finishing school.
It helps, right?
Yeah, it does, a whole lot.
I maybe should have gone.
Although I went when I was really young then, and I didn't know where it fitted in my life. But like now, I use so many things that I learned from there. What kind of stuff do you teach there?
At the moment, we focus on their confidence and public speaking is extremely important. It's one of the biggest fears amongst kids today is public speaking, so they can't sit up in class and do an oral or anything like that. So I teach them to have a little bit of confidence and be able to do that. And then just general interview skills. It's hard for a young girl to walk into a room or maybe just go and ask for an opportunity, and so I teach them to be able to do that. And then we do modelling and all those general things too, but mostly we focus on interview skills and public speaking.
Now, something that I would want to learn from your school is how to train your man, because basically you're winning at that. No, because the two of you are so in love, and you are a very well looked after woman. Also, you manage Emo. Like, and that, I know everyone manages their man, but I mean, you really do manage him.
In all the ways that count.
I think so.
Yeah, I think when she met me, I was like a little teen gangster. And then she was like, you know, if you wear the shirt, it would really bring out your elbows and your eyes and your hair, and you know, you should clean up a bit and stuff. And then she kind of, you know, sharpened me up in that regard. And then I was like, okay, well, and now I kind of go to stores and look at style. I was like, okay, maybe I should be wearing this and this and this and this.
Well, your elbows look at that shirt.
Thank you. A lot of work. Etiquette school, people. Etiquette school.
I think it's just like, I mean, a person, like, I see he's got when I met him, he had so much potential, and he was like such a sweetie, but I felt like he wasn't being his full self.
So isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
Did you meet him in JAG?
No.
I was about to ask about JAG. That five-piece
I think
band.
I met him in JAG.
Yeah,
if we just think about the
denim
images
shirt
that you saw-
days.
No.
Yes, sir.
What was that about, Emo?
I don't know. It's just crazy.
You don't even know.
No.
You come from a very musically inclined family, and you've performed alongside your brother Luqmaan, who's been on the show recently. What's it like mixing family and music?
You see, to perform with someone like Luqmaan is amazing because he's very, very comfortable on stage, and his talent is absolutely amazing. He is actually the talent in the family. I get away with it, I do, get away with it, but I always tell him I make more money, so it's fine. Like, keep the talent, it's fine. No, he's great, and we know how to compliment each other, so it's always like
Awesome.
Something that I have got serious career envy from with you, and singing might be one of them, but it isn't. It's that you did a voice for a GPS.
Yes.
I mean, how lucky are you?
Incredible.
Do people actually listen to you when you give them directions?
This is how it started. I made one of those jokes on Facebook, like, imagine like somebody uses your voice for GPS, and then I got a call from the GPS people and said,
Are you for real?
Can we use your voice on the GPS? I was like, yeah, let's do that.
Can I try that as well? I'm actually going to go home and post that on my Facebook page.
It helps,
Do you know
right?
that whenever I'm giving my boyfriend directions, I say to him, turn right, turn right. Why don't you ever listen to me? Turn right.
We want the audience to sample your GPS voice.
Yeah.
So please turn around and just read what's in front of you in your GPS voice.
Okay. In 200 meters, turn right. Wait, left. No, right. Was it left? Actually, you know what? Just make a U-turn. In fact, just go home. Your friends don't like you that much anyway. They only invited you because your brother is married to the ones guy says. This is so funny. I'm not making this up, people. I'm reading it. I'm just letting you know.
But that is amazing. So it's your own voice. It's your normal voice.
This is what happened eventually. It's like they took it off because I had to add my own quirks. Like, so I was like, okay, you know
Like
what?
your friends don't like you.
So like, no, like, you know, turn left in 200 meters. You know what? I don't know where I'm going myself. Babe, you know what? Just drive. You'll get there.
Next coffee.
Just in case, I'm timing these out quite nicely.
I am loving it.
Cuppa, there
Thank you so much.
Sugar.
I just need to add one sugar.
can call me
sugar in your
Consuela.
coffees as well.
This is amazing.
So you both travel quite extensively.
Thanks.
So do you think that you'll be taking your little one along to a lot of your travels?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think when I had a little one now, I kind of realized I don't want to travel for work anymore. I want it to be fun. Like, I want it to be for the family.
Yeah.
So now I want him to experience everything because we've always travelled for work.
Yeah,
So-
and we're trying to actively make more time for for each other, because I think if you put in 150% into your career, which all of us do, you kind of need to invest the exact same time into your family, because otherwise your life will never have a proper balance.
Exactly.
And so we actively try to take family trips and take little one where we can. It's so important.
So awesome.
Yeah.
It absolutely is. Thank you so much for chatting to us. Okay, you're still staying. We've got a lot more coffee for you. Now, don't forget to enter our Go Green SMS competition. All the details on this week's question are available on our website, afternoonexpress.co.za. And remember, you'll automatically be entered into that grand prize draw. Take a look. We'll be right back.
No.
The Afternoon Express team is going green. Join us every Tuesday at 4 p.m. until September as we bring you the most innovative trends in sustainable fashion, food, decor and design, as well as handy tips to help you reduce your carbon footprint.
Answer our Go Green question every Tuesday and stand a chance to win a R1,000 Woolies gift card every week.
Plus, simply by entering, you also go into the big draw for the ultimate grand prize worth over R500,000.
Including a dream sustainable kitchen makeover from Cordev, fitted with Bosch appliances with R300,000. Also, up to R250,000 worth of home upgrades so you can live off the grid. Plus, food and homeware from Woolworths valued at R75,000. And R25,000 towards a school of your choice with My School.
So, go big, go green with Afternoon Express every Tuesday at 4 p.m. to win these amazing prizes.
Willis and I collaborating to raise 100 million Rand through the My School program. Are you with us?
Welcome back to the kitchen on Afternoon Express South Africa. My name is Danilo Acquisto, and today we're making an incredible little dessert that you guys can make yourself at home. It's a spiced Mandarin cake, and it's perfect for any winter's day if you want to be making something delicious and flavorful. So Claire, obviously we've just put that in the oven at 180 degrees, you said, for how long?
Like I said, depending on the size, These guys are probably 15 to 20 minutes. If you're in a normal cake mold, probably 30.
Amazing. So, by the way, I got a comment that came through on Twitter that people were saying that I must also get myself a gym contract because of the amount of time that I spend in the kitchen eating with you. I'm going to put on so much weight, I'm going to need one. So, we've got the final touches to do on this. What are those final touches?
Okay, so you can quite simply just sprinkle over some icing sugar. Look how stunning that looks. Or, what we can do, just sift that out.
Yeah, put
Takes
some
a
into
little bit of
bowl.
time and make a whole lot of mess.
Want me to tap that for you?
It's kind of easier if you just smush it through with a spoon. Okay, and then you want to grab the cinnamon over here. So that's a little bit extra cinnamon just to complement the cinnamon that we already put on the inside of the cake.
Okay, and what are we making about this? Is this like a syrup?
It's kind of a syrup, but more like a glaze.
A glaze, okay.
So we're just going to add the cinnamon to that.
Cool. Which already looks cool, just like that.
And then we're going to take a teeny tiny little spatula, and you're going to slowly add some water.
Whisk.
No, see, we were talking about spatulas earlier. Now I've got spatulas on the
Say
board.
when.
Whisk. Okay, pour a little bit, and just keep going. So you want to just pour slowly. Okay, stop. Slowly, slowly, until you reach the
in the
consistency.
bowl would help,
I blame the cup. It's not quite a jug. So you just slowly go for the consistency that you're looking for. A lot of what happens is that you just pour it all in, and then you end up with like soupy, sugary cinnamon stuff, which you don't want. If my whisk was bigger, it'd probably make life easier.
She tried to be all cool and get her little mini whisk out, and it clearly just isn't working for you. So now I'm going to let you stand there and slave over this.
Okay. No, God, you know that gym contract we were talking about earlier?
This is enough exercise right here.
Okay, we're getting there.
It's funny how it takes so long to incorporate, especially because it is sugar. So
no, honestly, it's just the size of the whisk.
Let's go some more?
Yeah, let's go for a little bit more. Just a smidge. Stop. And that's about it. You can honestly do your glaze, whatever
consistency you want.
Whatever consistency you want.
Obviously, the more water you add, the more you're diluting a little bit. So if you want that real rich, like full flavor, the less water, the better. But you also want it to be thick enough to pour.
It's more just about the pouring consistency.
Yes.
So do you want it to sort of just drizzle and fall right off, or just pour over? Okay, so there we've finally got to it.
Yay! Everyone give her a round of applause. It's amazing. Well
Working
done.
out a sweat there, and then let's just take our spoon and then we just drizzle that over. Probably added a little bit too much water, but that's fine.
But that's absolutely
And then just drizzle it
fine.
over. So that's just going to add a great flavor. Cinnamon just really complements that Mandarin fantastically, and that's really
Quick
it.
question: difference between a glaze and a syrup?
Syrup is an actual reduced sugar. So you're going to actually heat up the sugar, and you're going to form a syrupy consistency with the sugar. This, we're just literally mixing. No, melted.
Sugar?
I don't want to say melted. We're just
sugar.
mixing the icing sugar with water, so that creates a glaze.
So what I love about these dishes that you've made here is that they're small enough and they would perfectly go with a beautiful cup of tea. Bonnie?
Welcome to another installment of the Freshpak Natural Goodness series. Rooibos is full of nutrients and is non-caffeinated, which makes it perfectly suitable for children too. We discuss how to incorporate it into your baby's diet and are joined by Seven de Laan actress and Pasela presenter Vicky and mom and parental blogger Cindy to give us some insight. Welcome, ladies. And of course, welcome to you, little Lyra. Oh my gosh, hello. She's so adorable. How is rooibos beneficial to children and babies?
Well, it's naturally caffeine-free, which is great because we don't want them on any kind of high.
Yes.
And it's sugar-free and naturally sweet, so you don't have to add any sugar.
Yes.
And it's a great substitute for juice because it's naturally less acidic, and it's really good for colic as well.
Like I've taught my kids, sugar makes you crazy.
Yes, it does.
Yes. So, at what age can you start giving baby rooibos?
Because it's completely natural, you can give it from 6 months.
And how do I prepare rooibos for baby or a child? The same way that I would my own rooibos?
Well, not quite, because they've got to have it a lot cooler.
Of course.
So you just take a tea bag and put it in and top it up with hot water and wait for it to cool. Or you could just pour in a half a cup that you've prepared. That's quite hot.
Right.
And top it up with nice cool water. That's also probably been boiled and...
and cooled.
She's eyeing that bottle.
She is, hey. She's ready for it.
Yeah.
And I see you've got some ice lollies here.
Yes, you can do the same, where you make a nice cup of rooibos tea, add in a bit of fruit, and pop it in the freezer, and it's a delicious snack for summer.
Wow.
She's loving it.
And I mean, and I guess when baby can chew on that when she's teething as
Yes,
well.
yes, definitely.
Awesome.
Maybe without the fruit, just in case.
Yes, of course. Vicky, Lyra looks like she's loving that rooibos.
She absolutely loves her rooibos. She's 6 months old now, and I've been feeding it to her from about 5 months. She's also teething. She loves the organic option, but Freshpak also has some lovely flavors, strawberry and vanilla, peach and apricot, apple, and also a non-flavor option. It's also very nice as iced tea, and even for adults. It's, of course, so much healthier for the babies than the fruit juice option.
Yes.
So, yeah, I love rooibos, and so does Lyra.
In fact, rooibos is probably the healthiest drink that you can give your child or your baby, besides water.
Definitely.
Yeah. Now, Vicky, like myself, you're a presenter, an actress, and a mother. How do you juggle it all, and how did it affect your career?
Sure, I think the one thing that changes is your concept of time. All of a sudden, babies takes up, they take up so much of your time. But luckily, my husband's also in the industry. He's a musician.
Yes.
So, I mean, we joke about it and say that we have to issue a call sheet, I think, for every day now. So, but I mean, we love it. It's such a joy to our lives. And I mean, luckily I have a strong support system. So, mom, brother, everyone just jumps in and we all help. So it's a wonderful addition to our lives.
Awesome, and it actually becomes more appropriate to make healthier choices for yourself and baby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it's just not me. It's now,
of course.
There's more to life than just just us. Yeah.
Yeah. And I also really love the packaging of the Freshpak rooibos. It's got those little drawings of the animals.
Yeah, very cute. Very cute.
Thank you so much, ladies. And of course, thank you to the little Princess Lyra. You've been an absolute star.
Thank you, Bonnie.
From feeding baby to feeding ourselves, rooibos is the perfect drink for the whole family.
Freshpak. Goodness comes naturally.
No ways is that yours. Oh my God.
It's your mama.
No, boy or girl? He doesn't look real.
I know, he looks like he's
Look
wearing
at those
lipstick
lips.
as
He
well.
looks like a little animated baby. Hi.
Oh,
Drawings of the animals.
Very cute. Very cute.
Yes. Thank you so much, ladies. And of course, thank you to the little Princess Lyra. You've been an absolute star.
Thank you, Bonnie.
From feeding baby to feeding ourselves, rooibos is the perfect drink for the whole family.
Freshpak. Goodness comes naturally.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. We are on the couch with the fantastic Emo Adams and his gorgeous Michelle Adams, and we are taking your calls. Give us a call if you want to chat to us or any of the guests today. We do have Evelyn on the line, though. So, Evelyn, hi. Welcome to Afternoon Express.
Hi, hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Very well, thank you. What's your question or comment?
I just want to ask, are you still going to perform like you normally did, seeing that the baby is born now?
Sure, yeah, that's a very good question. Thank you for the question, Evelyn. That's why I'm sitting with a coffee, because yes, I have to still perform because I think I have school fees to pay now. No, I think it's one of the things of you just have to get used to the chaos in the beginning and make it part of your lifestyle. So yes, I will still be performing and hoping to see you soon at the next show.
Okay, yes, I'll do that. I'll make sure that I am on the next show.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for your call.
Oh, the fans are so awesome. I love them.
Aren't they awesome?
They are just the best. Emo fans is like the best.
Yeah. And you've been in the industry now 15 years. What does it take for that kind of longevity in such a difficult industry, actually?
What does it take? I think you have to be passionate about what you do. I think you have to really love what you do, but also be committed. And I think the moment you lose the passion, you stop trying. You stop caring. And I really love, I'm in love with what I do. I love performing. I love making people laugh. I like putting a positive message out. So I think with Kader in the picture, people get to kind of see a different side. They see the comical me, and then they get to see the more serious side now with being daddy.
Yeah.
Take us through that show. I'm trying to remember what it's called when you played the drag queen.
Why?
District 6.
Can we go to air break? Can we
No,
go
just
to
because I remember coveting your legs, thinking, you know, I should have been a man.
Speaking of stage shows, you did Cat and the Kings for 10 years.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, what was that experience like?
That was amazing, but I stayed in that show playing every role because I really wanted to end up being the lead role, and I wanted.
And it took 10 years.
And it took about 10 years, but I mean, I left the show and then came back and did other things, cruise directing and singing on the cruise line as that, and did different other cabaret shows as well. And eventually ended up on West End, and that for me was like, okay, tick, bucket list, done now. But it's because I feel you always have to grow, so I don't like being stagnant ever, because life is an evolution. It's like liquid, you have to adapt all the time. So to come back to your question, I think as time change, you need to adapt with that change. Otherwise, you grow old stock, and people's like, oh, yeah, kind of seen it, don't want to see it anymore.
Well, we've got George on the line who wants to ask you another question. George.
Yes, hi there.
How's it going? What's your question or comment?
My question is directed towards Michelle. First of all, I'd like to say that I'm a #1 fan and a first-time caller.
Awesome.
And also, I'd just like to ask Michelle that how has her upbringing contributed to how she presents herself in her career, and how she deals with everyday pressures.
Thanks so much, George.
Thank you. I was raised strictly, and my mom said work hard, and if you meet someone that you love, then make sure that you make it a priority, but also remember to stay focused on your career. So I've done it that way, and I was raised as an Afrikaans girl. My dad's Afrikaans, my mom's English, with that stern, my dad's an army rat, so stern. There's rules and stern hand discipline. And then I met my crazy little person next to me over here, and he turned things upside down, and then we just made it work. Right?
That's wonderful.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I would want to answer, but George was adamant. He's a #1 fan of Michelle. But it's really that thing of, from the get-go, it was very important for me for her to support my career and vice versa. So whenever she comes to me with an idea, I'm like, baby, you have to do it.
That for me is the reason why your relationship works so well. It's as clear as day when you see these two together. You've got such mutual respect. And I think before you have love in a relationship, respect is so important.
Absolutely. You can ask her when I said, like, you know, we're going into the next phase of our life. I think love is an entity that you lose over years, you know, but the one thing that you should always maintain is respect and compromise.
Coffee #3, sir.
Somebody that makes coffee as well.
Now, can I tell you something? That you are actually also the coffee fan. In fact, you got him addicted.
That's great.
That is right.
Do you wake him
Why are
up
you
with a cup
shaking,
of
Emo?
coffee?
Why are you shaking?
I beg your pardon?
Do you wake him up with a cup of coffee?
I do. Because I need to wake up with a cup of coffee, and I feel a little bit mean if I just did it for myself.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome.
Emma, I think you're going to have to give this coffee to Michelle because she's
not.
the one
That's fine. I don't want to smudge the lipstick, you know.
What's your favorite type of coffee? I'm a coffee snob, so filter all the way and certain types of coffees from certain places.
I liked coffee, and then she introduced me to, what is that, Nespresso.
Oh.
No, it's Afternoon Express.
Focus, don't get it twisted.
Guys, thank you so much for being on the show.
You.
We're going to be chatting a little bit later and maybe take a few more calls a little bit later.
Yeah,
but first, oh my goodness, your performance. But I mean, we've got to hand over to, I know coffee's your first love. We've got to go to my first love, which is now doggies. Now, dogs are born with strong natural instincts, including barking, digging, and being completely lovable to humans, even me. But when it comes to swimming, not all four-legged canines can actually do the doggy paddle, which is why pet drowning statistics are steadily on the rise worldwide. Now, qualified hydrotherapist Renee Bart urges every dog owner to invest some time in teaching their pet how to swim. The best part, it can be done in the comfort of your own home, as long as it's done correctly. Slowly and gently with lots of rewards. Have a look at this.
The swimming pool can be your best friend in summer or a disaster waiting to happen. While some dogs are amphibious, others tend to sink. Tracy Stigling knows all too well the danger a swimming pool poses to her beloved pooch, Sola.
This is Sola. She is a Siberian Husky cross-border collie. Her mother was a working border collie on a farm from Pretoria, and a roaming Siberian Husky got hold of her. And this is the result. She's a beautiful dog, highly intelligent. I decided on swimming lessons because I have a swimming pool at home, and she has slipped and fallen into the pool. Luckily, I was there, and I'm just worried because I do work every day that it could happen that she could fall in the pool and drown, and I would hate that to happen to her.
According to statistics, an estimated 5,000 family pets drown in backyard swimming pools annually, making swimming training increasingly important. Introducing your pet to water needs to be done gently and slowly, and qualified hydrotherapist Renee Bard has helped many owners equip their dogs with valuable swimming skills.
The first thing I would do is make sure I've got my safety measures in place. So what I tend to do is put him in a harness so that I'm not actually using his collar to pull him around. Everything must be a really pleasant process for the dog because you want him to want to do it.
The best form of training is to make it fun and use positive reinforcement. So plenty of encouragement from the owner, a favorite toy nearby, and delicious treats will make the process a lot more enjoyable.
It's Sola's first swimming lesson with Renee. She's never been taught how to swim in a swimming pool before, and I think she'll enjoy it because she's quite a curious dog, she's quite a bright dog, and she does love water. Yeah, I particularly want Sola to learn to swim in a swimming pool with Renee because it's totally different to swimming in the sea or a dam or a river where there's a gentle slope in and out of the water and the dogs can get in and out quite easily. A swimming pool, if they fall in, it's quite scary for them, especially if they don't know where the stairs are. They need to know where the stairs are so they can get out of the pool safely.
The first step in training is to gently introduce the dog to the water. A shallow step gives them security and allows the dog to become accustomed to the sensation of having their body partially submerged.
The next step would be to judge how scared is this dog? Is he petrified, or is he quite curious, or what is going on?
Although some dog breeds are not adept at swimming, all new puppies in a household with a pool should be introduced to the water in a gentle, non-frightening way. They will be aware of the pool and less likely to panic if they accidentally fall in.
Don't feed your dog treats while he is swimming because he could choke and drown. Rather wait until he gets back onto the steps and then reward him fantastically with a nice treat.
A dog's instinct is to swim towards the first available solid object or place where they could possibly clamber out. Unfortunately, dogs will struggle at the pool wall for hours trying to get out, eventually tire, and this leads to drowning.
Oh, Sadie, that was good. Tracy, come and give her a bit, please. I think Sola actually did very well. She exceeded my expectations. She was nice and calm, but I think a lot of it had to do with Renee's expertise. She's very gentle, she's very patient, she's very calm. She doesn't frighten the dogs, and I think that Sola could feel that, and Sola felt quite safe being with her. I think I'll have peace of mind knowing that at least she knows how to swim and to get to the steps.
Patience from the owner and professional help can make swimming a happy experience and wonderful exercise for your dog. As long as basic obedience and safety training is established, your pooch will love making a splash.
it. Oh. Good boy. Beano, keep their tails wagging.
Welcome back. Now, are you interested in beautiful home interiors and trend-setting design? Well, Winner Home is building up to its second season. South Africa's most popular reality design and decor TV series is back. It's going to be bigger and bolder than last year, with more grueling challenges, and will raise the bar on South African interior design. Winner Home is looking for the best and brightest up-and-coming designers in South Africa to decorate this year's grand prize home. If you're an aspiring interior designer, then come to Decorex and 100% Design at Gallagher Estate from tomorrow until the 10th of August to enter and meet the team. The first 100 entrants per day who arrive with a completed entry form will be given free entrance. So go to privateproperty.co.za/winnerhome to get the entry form. And remember, bring it filled out to get your free ticket to the expo. Or if you're not available to make it to Gallagher Estate, then you simply enter online. But whatever you do, do it soon, because entries close on the 10th of August. Here's another look from the presenters of the brand new season. A few faces who you might just recognize. Take a look.
Winner Home is back with the biggest home prizes ever on SATV.
And we're giving away another luxury trend-setting home to one lucky viewer. And this year, you could be the designer of the grand prize.
For a chance to win 100,000 Rand and become the next big name in South African interiors, enter online
Or come to 100% Design at the Gallagher Estate between the 6th and the 10th of August and enter in person.
Wow, sounds really, really exciting. Now, you've had 3 cups of coffee
Yes.
in an hour, which means you're really amped to perform live for us, right?
Very much so.
Okay. Now performing live in the loft, Cape Tonian is Emo Adams, and take note. Enjoy.
Yes, too blessed to be stressed. Beautiful song by Mr. Nigel Morkel. To all the Emo Michelle fans, we love ya. Woo! Hey, you see the Cape Town people are nicer than nice. We love the kitty, body, masala spice. We got the long black hair, but it comes with a price. Everybody loves a Gatsby with a Coke and ice. After coming from the club with disco lights, of the Chilbury pool and the Pelican Heights. Some guys will cut their hair just to see the spikes, while others wear braids with expensive nights. You've got the Cape Town gangsters rolling the dice. You've got the pastor, imam, the antichrist. You've got the factory worker who fight for the right when there's a gali on the street selling papa bites. No jy hoef nie om te werk op 'n leë maggie. It's only 50 cents a pakkie in a see-through sackie. Got a beautiful place, we've got the mountain and the sea. Robben Island where Nelson Mandela was set free. Baby, that's the way we do it. We keep it Capetonian. Ooh, that's the way we do it. Capetonian. Well, now when you go to a mall, you find a broker with a stall. They've got what you want, not expensive at all. Selling Tupperware to crockery, from oranges to broccoli. En as jy nie wil smokkelie, dan en sy op met niks. Some of us must take it, we kan nie somaar vat nie. Ons het maar ons favorite, is free vir jou, my skattie. Ja, dat is die mentality. Nie van ons familie, maar dat is die reality. You see, we change from the better, we learn from the past. Van peanut butter en jam to bologna en kaas. Van 'n man wat staan en kyk na 'n hoete wat blaas. Bou 'n kamer vir jou broer, los die double garage. Goed is heavy, die ghetto, die lewe is duur, maar is altyd maar net 'n glas bier teen die muur. En as jy wil lag, dan kan jy mos jouself enjoy. As jy jou nie ken nie, jy mos jouself genooi. Baby, that's the way we do it. Keep it Capetonian. Ooh, that's the way we do it. Keep it Capetonian. That's the way. That's the way. I'm loving it. That's the way. That's the way. I'm loving it. That's the way. That's the way. I'm loving it.
Yes.
I thought you must be incredibly thirsty after that performance. I don't know. I'll put the sugar in for you.
Oh, thank you so
You
much.
can take a seat.
Have a
with one more.
seat. Come and have a
That's
seat.
just happened. Thank you.
We've got just the treat to go with that.
Okay, now Danilo made this, our little fairy friend in the kitchen.
Guys, it's actually incredible. I tasted it and had a little nibble. It's a spiced Mandarin cake. It is insanely delicious.
Can I pass you one?
When did you have
Moist.
a little nibble?
Do you want to know?
I
Well, I
watched
should
the
have
Russians
listened-
of yesterday's show. You nibble in the kitchen. I watched.
I should actually be listening to interviews, but actually secretly I'm eating it. Thank you so much for joining us, Emo and Michelle. I listened to every little bit of your interview.
It was
Guys,
lekker to be here. Thank you so much for having us. It was awesome.
You guys are amazing and such fantastic examples of what a married couple should be like.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you so much to all of you for watching. We love you. Have a wonderful evening. Hope you make this magic. Ciao. Can I dish for you?
Yes.
Coming up tomorrow on Afternoon Express, fashion designer Veselina Pencheva showcases a few items from her latest collection. Last year's winning interior designer of the Winner Home reality series, Donald Ngumalo, chats about how the show has changed his life. And in the next installment of our fabulous fashion series, we chat to up-and-coming Cape Town designer Genevieve Lyons.
Another feel-good production.
Join us next time for more fabulous fun inspired by First for Women on Afternoon Express. For an insurance quote, call 0861 11 18 44 or SMS FIRST to 49267.